Good morning, Barrows family and students. Today we're going to continue overlapping, cutting, using shapes. Today we're going to see what we can do with a paper plate. Okay, so I'm going to hold the plate so that this part of the plate is like this here, and I'm going to imagine a wing, and this is going to be the outside of the wing, and it's going to have, I think, kind of like the letter C. It's going to go like that. And then this is going to curve the other way up to a point. Now, that's hard to do, but that's kind of what I want. You see that curve that I cut? Okay. So it looks like this. Okay, so it's a curve that goes through the plate, and I'm going to cut that curve out, remembering to keep my scissors in front of me. I'm cutting two plates at the same time so I can cut two wings out that are the exact same. You be careful doing this because it is cardboard and it's a little thicker. But that and this are the exact same. And those are going to be wings. So now I'm going to take this section and I'm going to try to make the body with it. So the body is going to have a curve in it. It's going to curve, I think. Let's see what we're going to do here. This is a little bit tricky to think about. Okay, this is going to go this way because that's going to be the tail. And this is going to go this way. And then I'm going to take this part okay. I'm going to use that part of the plate for the body. So let's see what we got. I'm cutting inside of my pencil line because I don't want it to show. Okay. Yeah. So that's going to be the body of my bird. And now I'm going to take, I don't have a head on the bird yet, but I'm going to take one wing. See how it looks right about here. Yeah, I think I like that. And I'm going to round this a little bit. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, let me show you what that looks like. You see, we've got a tail and a big wing, and then we're going to take the other wing I think that's going to look pretty good. Let's take care of the head first before we go any further. So I have that second plate, and I'm going to cut out, kind of like a circle, I think. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to cut out a circle. I think I'm going to cut a shape out like that. It's kind of more like an egg. And I'm going to put that right up here. See what I got going? Yeah, that's what I need. I might work on that tail a little bit, but let's get that head glued down. Now I think what's important today is that you don't try to do what I'm doing. You try to do what you can do, and it doesn't matter. It's gonna be better than if you didn't do anything. That's the secret to art. You just keep doing. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. You know, but you get the idea. What can you do with a paper plate? And I think it would be more fun if that tail had cuts between the feathers. So let's do that. Okay, I like to have a little cut here. I'm going to take a thin sliver out so you can start to see, but I think that this is better if this has a little bit of a point on it. You see what I'm doing? All right, so now I'm going to cut another curve. Another curve. Another curve. Okay, now I've got a bunch of feathers, but I'm going to put points on them. And the points are always going to start at the bottom and curve around. So there's 1 point. There's 2 points. There's 3 points. Yeah. Now, I think it might start looking a little bit more like a rooster, but I kind of like it. And maybe right now I could change my mind and make a rooster, but I'm going to leave this and I'm going to keep experimenting with these wings. So, now I have this wing that I want to put somewhere up here. It might have to be a little bit smaller, but before I do that, I think it would be good to have a beak on the bird. So, let's go over here to our scrap pile. Find our orange, and let's see how big a beak we need. Not too big. I'm going to take this little piece right here. Oh, that might be it right there. Let's see. That looks like a good beak for this bird. All right, so I'll just mark that right here to cut it. We'll cut that right across. I'm just going to trim these a little bit so it fits. All right. I'm going to put some glue on this. I'm going to put my bird back. And don't forget, now the bird overlaps the beak. Remember, that's one of the things we're learning about is overlapping. All right. What do you think? Yeah, I think that works. I think this light might be too bright. Let's see if we get that out of here a little bit. Yeah, I think my lighting. This is all very new to me, boys and girls, so bear with me. Okay, so now let's take this wing. That's the idea right there. Okay, so I think that might be pretty close, except these are too big. I'm going to cut these down. So I'm going to take these and make them smaller. I think they're too big. So how am I going to cut it smaller? I'm going to cut, looking at this, I'm just going to take, you know, a whole bit of that off. Again, this is my bird, and I have a lot of experience, so you just make any kind of bird you want, thinking about the paper plate being different parts for your bird. So let's just cut that all the way around. I like that shape. I like that shape a lot. So we're going to take one of these. We're going to glue it here. Much better. You know what our bird's are missing? Our bird's are missing an eye. Okay, I'm going to put some glue on the paper plate. Now this is pretty heavy, so I'm going to hold this for a minute. I'm going to hold that just like that. Yeah, it's going to take a minute. This might even want... All right, so... Now, let's see what that looks like. So we start to get a little bit of a bird. Now we're going to put another wing in the back. And I think that's going to make it three-dimensional. Look at that. Isn't that fun? All right, so let's put some glue in this part. Let's stick them together. Let's decide where we like it. Let's see. I think that's too far. I think right about there. Looks good. So I'm going to squeeze these together, taking a minute, and this part stays apart. That's kind of nice. That's what makes the bird look three-dimensional. I bet you if I put a string on this, we could make a mobile. That's a sculpture that moves. So let's see what we got here. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Now, I have to tell you, I don't like the tail. I don't like what I did to the tail. I don't like it at all. So I'm going to redo it. I'm going to take this piece right here, and I'm going to splice it back in, and I'm going to keep the original idea for the tail. So, right along the seam here, I'm going to cut the tail off. Boom. And I'm going to look at this one, and I'm going to see if I can make another tail. I'm going to cut on this side of the curve, so I have a glue spot, and I'm going to stick that back here. And what does that look like? Let's see. I have to pick it up to look at it. Almost. I just need to cut this around. I need to cut this a little bit and make a nice curve so it looks like a natural tail. Again, you have to do what you can do, and each time you do that, you get a little better and you can do a little more. That's the secret. And I'm going to round the top of it a little bit. That's the most important thing I can teach you, boys and girls, is just do it and you'll get better. Okay, now there's the tail, and I'm going to glue it on. I gave myself a little tab to put glue on. And I'm going to stick it behind here, line it up. What does that mean? I want the top and the bottom to go, and I'm going to have to trim the bottom just a bit. I'll show you exactly what I did. Right here, right there, I lined them up. Yeah, there it is. We do smooth that light a little bit so we can, yeah, look at that. Okay, so that's kind of a cool bird. And so I'm looking at it. I want to see this tail a little bit better. I'm going to bend that a little bit so we can see it. Yeah, I think I like that better than the what I thought I was going to like. Now, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to pick this up and hold it and see if I put a string on it. Where would I want to put the string? Okay? And it looks to me like right about there. So I have to go get a piece of fishing line, and I am going to stop this for a moment, and I'll be right back.